Aries, what's up? How y'all doing? It's bonus time. Bonus time for Aries. So I'm looking for missed details that I left out of the main monthly reading, okay? If you'd like to find the information on how to schedule a personal reading, please look in the description box of this video. Okay, that's the only way to schedule a personal reading with me. Anything else you see on the internet is not me. Anything you see on the internet that is not in the description of this video is not me, okay? So let's go ahead and hop into this. Aries, what do we got? What's some details that I may have left out of Aries reading universe? Some other important messages Aries needs to hear. Hello, everybody. Thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate you. I'm going to freestyle this moving into this. Some other important messages Aries needs to hear for September universe. Ooh, the devil. Okay. So, could be kind of an unhealthy, toxic connection that you're dealing with here, possibly. Some of you could be dealing with somebody who's only interested in a sex-based connection. Could be a Capricorn for some of you. All right. The Two of Wands, okay. Honestly, from what I'm seeing, trying to figure out, see, what I'm wanting to do is see what wants to come through first. Past person, current person, new person. This right here really looks like you're at a crossroads here. Some of you, I feel like this is a current person, honestly. That's what this is looking like to me. It looks like somebody that you're currently either actively dealing with or considering whether or not to try to attempt reconciliation. So it's looking like, do I keep working on this? Do I keep working on this and trying to make it work? Five of Cups, shadow side, devil card. Or do I allow something new to come in? I'm going to say this really looks like it resonates mainly with those of you currently dealing with somebody in your life. Could possibly be in separation. I should have just picked it and put the straight intention into it because this is a pretty confusing spread, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, okay. But the problem here is that there's a really intense connection. That's the problem. That's the problem. This isn't a connection that you can just easily walk away from. I think that's what you're struggling with the most here. This isn't something that you're able to just walk away from. Now, I am feeling, though, like the next person due to come in, Knight of Cups, Empress, you do have long-term commitment due to come in. But whatever this connection here is, who you are very, very tightly, energetically tied to, is holding things up. That person can't make their way in while you're still tied to this person. Let's see, okay, not at all what I was looking for, but whatever. I did ask Spirit for other details, so let's just see what this person really wants from you. What's this person's true intentions with Aries? Do they actually want something genuine and legit, or are they just playing? They just playing, just wasting your time. Ten of Pentacles reversed. The Hierophant, okay. Two of Wands as well. And the Devil card. Same two cards that were in the last spread. Like I said, could definitely be a Capricorn for some of you. I also have Sagittarius here, though, and Taurus. Okay, so it doesn't really look like it. I mean, I know we have this Devil card here twice in a row, but I don't feel like it's actually coming from a bad place. I don't feel like this person is intentionally trying to manipulate you or anything like that. But I am kind of feeling like both of you have been trying to force it to happen your way. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to make it go the way you want it to go. They are trying to make it go the way they want it to go. And that's what's turned it so toxic. Okay? I feel like this person does want long-term commitment, and I think you do too. I don't think either of you have bad intentions. I just don't see a lot of flexibility here, you know? See, each of us as individuals, we have this picture painted up in our mind of what we think life should look like, or what love should look like, or what friendships should look like. And it's different for everybody. This is the part that gets us butting heads, is that is a little bit different for everybody. So when we come together with somebody and I'm trying to make it happen my way, and they are trying to make it happen their way, that's when it starts turning toxic. See what I'm saying? Okay. All right. That makes more sense. Let's look at the outcome. What's the outcome here? What is the outcome? Seven of Wands, tension. I just kind of feel like tension is going to keep building up and building up and building up between the two of you. And I don't really see that tension alleviating itself. Not really. Uh-oh. Deck's falling apart. All right. That means no more shuffling. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Six of Wands reversed. This is a codependency connection. So, more than likely, the timeline that you're on right now is the universe is going to try one last attempt at ripping the two of you apart. And there's somebody new due to come in. Somebody new is due to come in with this Ace of Wands and this Knight of Cups. I would highly recommend that you take a step back and look at it from the perspective of, if this is fighting against me, maybe the universe wants it to happen for some reason. Maybe. Because right now, like I said, if you do keep feeding into this and trying to make it happen a certain way, it is going to get really ugly between the two of you, you know? And I kind of feel like somebody new is going to make their way in anyway. Somebody new is making their way in anyway. But with this particular situation right here, it just doesn't really look like it's headed towards anything good. See the Death card. Death cards, Five of Wands, Seven of Wands. I feel like this connection has served its purpose, and the universe will keep pulling the two of you apart until one of you just gets tired of it and releases it. Okay? Do we have any advice? Do we have any advice? Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Drop it. Drop it. If it pops off again, especially those of you dealing with an on and off. I know that's not everybody. But if you're watching this video and you're dealing with an on and off connection, that's just on and off and on and off and on and off and on and off and on and off. At some point, we have to drop it. We have to take a step back and say, okay, every time I try this, the same result keeps happening over and over and over. Drop it. Okay? This really isn't all that deep and profound. It really isn't. Justice. Okay? You have to make a logical head over heart decision. Okay? It's possible to feel bad after you've made the right decision. That doesn't mean that you made the wrong decision. Making the decision you know needs to be made, the right decision, can be painful sometimes. Okay? But I am feeling like only once you have completely released everything that is not serving you, that is when you will be able to be delivered what does align with your highest good. Okay? But you have to be able to recognize it and identify what doesn't align with your highest good. Okay? The universe can't bring you what aligns with your highest good until you understand what doesn't align with your highest good and release it. See what I'm saying? Okay. Well, let's take a look at singles. Singles. What new is coming in for single Aries universe? What new is coming in? Oh, the Tower card reversed. Some of you could have a past person trying to reconcile things with you. Or you could want to possibly reconcile things with somebody from the past. Let me see. Boom, boom, Ace of Swords. Ooh, see, I see all this past energy in here, man. I see all this past energy in here. So so this is specifically for the single Aries who have been sitting stagnant in your love life. And either A, nobody new is coming in, or B, every potential new person that comes in, you're just not vibing, just not connecting. It just never gets up off the ground, never goes anywhere. And what I am seeing is all past energy. And if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure this came up for your main monthly reading too, didn't it? This is what's holding. Whoever this is, either you're sitting around stalking somebody from the past. There's past energy in here though. And that is the main thing that's holding things up. Okay, that's the main reason why. Ten of Wands, Tower card reversed, Death card reversed. That's the main thing that's been holding things up. For those of you who have been sitting stagnant, man, nobody's coming in, and the people that do come in, we're just not connecting. That's the reason. That's what's going on here. Let me see if I can get a little bit of information on the next person who is due to come in. So it's being held up for right now. But let's just look. Let me get a little bit of info on the next person due to come in. Okay, so this person has their guard up. Ooh, okay, so the next person due to come in, by the time they do show up, this person will be pretty guarded. They will be very guarded because they've been hurt so many times. They've been hurt so many times. I'm really feeling, though, like the next person due to come in is long-term commitment. Okay, it's not. I think that's one of the main reasons why the universe is holding you and this person back until both of you do a certain level of healing. Because this person has some healing they need to do as well. You may be under the impression that they're not really all that into you. That's not true. This person has just been really, really working on emotional independence. So this person is not very needy. They're not very clingy and desperate or anything like that. If you don't text them, I don't see them running and chasing after you. You know, and that kind of confuses people sometimes. They think, oh, well, you're just not into me. No, I just don't need you to provide me with my happiness, you know? So, yeah, I can understand why now that the universe needs you and them to have done a certain level of healing, because both of you have experienced heartache, trauma, loss, wasted time. So the next person, but it is the next person due to come in is something long-term, stable, and committed. That makes sense now. Could be a Leo. Let's see all the cards that I have here. Libra, Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Cancer, Leo again, Taurus again. If that matters to you. Let's get the advice then. Let's get the advice. Ooh, Seven of Wands. And there it is again, dude. That's how I know. That is how I know. Whenever the same card, now I didn't say anything about it in the last couple of spreads, but this card, this is the third time in a row this has come up. When we talk about healing, most people don't really understand what that means. I do feel like there is a window of opportunity, if you want to, for you and this person to hash things out and for you to get your closure that way if you want. Okay? You don't have to, though. You don't have to. But for those of you who really want to get your closure that way, I feel like there is an opportunity. There is a doorway of opportunity to where you and this person could connect and communicate and you could get your closure that way. But for those of you dealing with a situation in which that's not a good idea, not at all, we need to work on transmuting the energy. Okay? What that means is I need to figure out what I learned from that experience. As soon as I figure out what I learned, I need to start applying what I learned to my life. And I need to do this until it starts producing results in my life. And then as soon as that starts producing results in my life, I take those results in my life and tie them to that experience. And I redefine the meaning of that experience. That, in a nutshell, will provide you with the healing you need to do and cut and void any karmic contract. Okay? And I feel like once you start making steps down this path, you don't even, here's the funny thing about healing too, you don't need to be all the way through the healing process before the universe brings you your next blessing. The universe just needs to see that you're on the path. See what I'm saying? No, most of the time you're not going to be glowing and floating on a cloud before the universe gives you what's due to come in next. The universe just has to see that you're actually on the path doing it. Oh, okay, well, I see you're making moves. I see that you're healing. I see that you're actually doing something. Bam. Bam. That's when the next person is due to come in. All right. Man, oh yeah, fucking Mercury retrograde. I'm sitting here thinking, why are these messages coming through so weird? Don't these sound a little bit strange? For those of you who have been following me for a while, this isn't usually the energetic pattern. Fucking retrograde, man, every time, dude. Every time. Okay, whatever, we're gonna deal with it. All right, now I'm looking at those of you who are currently actively dealing with a new person. Currently actively dealing with a new person. What's the energy look like between Aries and the newest person who just came into their life? Ooh, King of Cups. 8 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, this person is in love with you, but somebody here, I can't tell who, somebody here has an ex, either you or them. Somebody has an ex who is very, very, very closely watching this whole experience. There's definitely some very toxic past energy being thrown at you. Now, I don't really feel, for some of you, it could be you or this person still hung up on an ex, but I don't feel like it. I feel like one of you has an ex that is very obsessively stalking y'all's situation. This person's into you, though. I think it's them. To be 100% honest with you, it feels like their ex is still in love with them and obsessively stalking both of you. That's what this feels like to me. Could be a Capricorn for some of you. That's what this feels like to me, like their ex is just obsessively stalking the two of you. They see this person in love with you, probably in a way that they weren't in love with them, and they don't like that. They don't like that, no. Okay. It's looking pretty good, though. Can we make it through this, though? That's the question. Can we make it through this? Through this weird little phase, you know? By the way, before I forget, I have Leo, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Those are just the major arcana I have on the table. Okay, if none of those signs ring a bell, don't worry about it. But everybody always comments and says, oh, you didn't name the zodiac signs you see in the spread, so that's why I do that. Okay, well, let's look at this person's intentions. And let's look at their actual true intentions and what they want from you. What's this new person's intentions with Aries? What do they really want? Ooh, you intimidate them. Uh-oh, this person has some self-confidence, self-esteem issues. Knight of Wands. Uh-oh. Tower card. Ah, see? Okay. So they know, I feel like this person knows that their ex is pissed off. They know it. But they want to start new and start fresh. With the Death card, Four of Wands. I don't think that they're actually wanting to go back to the past. I don't think so. They are wanting to start new and start fresh. The problem with this, man, there's many different problems with it. Once we make it through this phase, are you still going to feel the same? That's the question. That's the question. But anyway, what I'm looking for here is to see if I can find some bullshit. You know, are they going to ghost you for their ex? Are they trying to manipulate you? Are they just trying to use you to get over their heartbreak? I don't see none of that. With Four of Wands, Death card, Nine of Swords reversed, I feel like they really are wanting to start new, start fresh, and leave the past in the past. I feel like they do. Okay. So it looks like their intentions are coming from a good place. Well, let's see the outcome then. What's the outcome? Well, let's take a turn for the best or for the worst. Ace of Pentacles reversed. The Lover's card. Okay. Devil card reversed. Ten of Wands, King of Cups reversed. Okay. So this connection is getting stronger and stronger and stronger and harder to walk away from. But it's still kind of looking like you're not really 100% sure whether or not this is actually going to be long-term commitment. You may be questioning whether or not you even have faith that this is going somewhere good. But at the same time, the connection is getting so strong and it's not something you could just walk away from. You know? Some of you could possibly be questioning whether or not you're dealing with a twin flame connection. Both aces are in the reverse. I kind of blame this on the Mercury retrograde, man. Kind of, sort of. Kind of, sort of. It just doesn't really seem like it's taking liftoff. It doesn't really seem like it's making the forward movement that we want it to make. Doesn't seem like it. Not 100%. But I don't think that that means that it's not. Because the connection is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So, let's get the advice, because... let's just get the advice here. What's the advice? Advice for Aries. Ooh, Five of Cups reversed. Nine of Wands. Okay. Strength card reversed. Tower card. Okay. Wheel of Fortune reversed. Okay, so how am I going to explain this? Do the best that you can right now. And this is the hard part too, because whenever we're dealing with connections that are like so strong like that, sometimes it can be hard to think. You know, it can be very difficult to keep your head above water. Do the best that you can to develop a genuine friendship with this person. That's what I would be doing throughout September. Okay? That's what I would be doing throughout September, throughout this Mercury retrograde. Let's just be sure that we're communicating and forming a friendship. Okay? I'm not saying don't get emotionally involved. I'm just saying take that and drop it a couple slots on the priority list. Let's establish a friendship first. Tell me about yourself. No judgment. Not going to judge you. We all have a past. Who are you? What have you been through? What are you going through now? What are your goals? How do you plan on getting on the path to maybe start working towards accomplishing your goals? You know? I'm going to let you know who I am. I have a past too. I would appreciate it if you don't judge me, as I'm not going to judge you. This is what I've been through. This is where I'm at now. These are my goals. This is my plan on how to get onto the path in hopes of accomplishing those goals. Maybe, can me and you take our stories and our goals and come together and work as a team? What do you like to do for fun? What are some things that we can do as friends? See what I'm saying? I would spend September mainly working on that. Communicating, making sure you can connect on a psychological level, and forming a friendship. Okay? A friendship. Too much of this energy right here could easily take you to this timeline where everything crashes and burns. Yeah, I have a feeling that closer to the end of September, I don't think that all of a sudden you're just going to wake up and everything's going to take off overnight. But you're going to kind of start to notice as we creep into the fall season and into Libra season that things are moving forward at a slow, steady pace between the two of you with the Ace of Pentacles. So that's what I will be working on mainly through September. Remember, we ain't got to rush nothing, dude. What are we trying to rush? I would feel safe betting that the overwhelming majority of us are looking for our last relationship, right? So that means I'm looking to spend the rest of my life with you. So if I'm looking to spend the rest of my life with you, how am I going to rush that process? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't rush my life to be over. Does this make sense? You see what I'm saying? Let's take a step back. Trust the process. And like I said, start working on that psychological connection so that we can establish that friendship. Because later on down the line, once we've settled in and settled down and we've formed a tight, solid union and connection, we're going to depend on that friendship. Because if we ain't got that friendship, we ain't got nothing. See what I'm saying? All right. I feel like those were the messages that my Aries friends needed to hear, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you all again for tuning in and playing along. I'm so eternally grateful for all of the love, support, and positive feedback. You guys just keep showing me every single time I get on here and do this. Makes my job worthwhile here on YouTube, y'all. I greatly appreciate you. Don't forget to look in the description of this video if you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading. I'm out of here now, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.